Hi everybody, in this video tutorial we'll be going through the important process of bulk upload of geosample information, so metadata attached to any sample. In a previous video we covered how to upload samples on a single basis, but in this case we'll be talking about how to do it multiple samples at once. So for example, you've obtained a number of samples either from the field or from other means, and you want to upload all that information in a quick and easy way onto the platform. The first thing you have to do is make sure you have a data package already prepared. Now, for information on how to create data packages, you can check out our video on that. But for now, I've already made my data package relevant to this project. So I'm going to go ahead and run you through the process of uploading bulk samples. So the first thing to do is download our sample template file, which I can do, and I can open that up here. Now it's just a basic CSV file with a number of simple headings. And for information on what these headings mean, if it's not obvious or clear, we have a little help button here, which will take you to an explanatory document where all of the examples are provided for each of these fields. Now, one important point to note is that some of these fields are mandatory, as in the upload won't be able to proceed unless these fields are filled out. And those mandatory fields are sample name, lithology or mineral type, latitude, longitude, and the precision on that measurement. And those are the key information that we require. Some highly recommended fields are sample kind. So for example, is it rock type? Is it soil? Is it regolith? As well as sample method. So for example, was it a drill core or was it a hand sample? So I'm going to show you what I've already pre-filled here for my samples. And you can see I haven't filled out all of the information, but I have filled out the mandatory requirements. I've also added some information about location name, whether it was a borehole or hand sample. I've also added the date I grabbed this sample, my name, my ORC ID, which is my personal unique identifier, my role on this project, and then also the archive, so where that sample is stored, those samples are stored. Once that's saved, you can then drag and drop your CSV onto this box here, which I'll now do, and it will say that these rows have been processed. I can then proceed, and I can see there are some text highlighted in red, which means that the mandatory fields haven't been filled out and some extra information is required. So the first one is the data package. So what data package do I want these samples added to? So I can add that by clicking here, and I can choose this data package, for example, and I can apply that quickly to all of the cells. So it's now done. The next thing I can do is that according to our lithology database, which is run by mindat.org, there are multiple entries with the word kimberlite in it. So I just have to go through and type in kimberlite and select the basic one from the list, and then I can apply that to all. I can now click on this button here, which will upload the batch. And we can see that was successful. So now if I change to that data package, we can see those 4 samples were all uploaded. Now in a previous video, I explained IGSNs, and we can see at the moment that these 4 samples don't have IGSNs. So to do that, to mint IGSNs, I could click all 4 of those and I could hit mint IGSN. So that's bulk upload in a nutshell. The other option we have is once samples are uploaded is to make any particular edits you might want to make. So for example, I'm going to look at this function here called batch edit. And I'll go ahead now and run through some of the things that I could add. So I could mint my IGSNs at this point. I can add the paper associated with these samples quickly. I could also add some additional comments about the location, the elevation, for example. So potentially you might not be able to have all the information to hand at upload stage, but importantly, you can come and add that information at any later point. Most important of all would be the IGSN if you haven't minted them at the time of upload. And we can see that's been updated, and so we're good to go.